Hey, I'm Julia Clardy, and this is Lawson Clardy, and Lawson is our little miracle. Lawson was born at 23 weeks gestation, and how old are you now, Lawson?
4.
4 years old. Lawson, when you were born, what did we say? How big were you? How big was Lawson? Were you the size of that pencil? Yeah, let's see, can you hold the pencil up and see how big you were? Were you a big baby or a teeny tiny baby? A teeny tiny baby. Remember, look at that picture. So that's how big you were when you were born. Yeah, it's almost as big as that. That's right. And so when Lawson was born, he was really sick. He was born really, really early. He had a lot of different problems, so he had to have help breathing. Like he sees one of his masks that he has, and that actually was a mask that he wore later on. So he started out with a breathing tube. He was intubated, and then after that, we were able to move him to what was called bubble CPAP, which was what that is that he's kind of holding up. And then after all of that, we were able to move him to what's called high flow and then low flow oxygen. And so he ended up coming home with some help breathing. Lawson also ended up having to have several surgeries. So Lawson, can you show him your scars? Can you show him your tummy? So he has several little scars. He had a feeding tube when he came home to help him to be able to eat. And he had several surgeries kind of for his intestines. And so he's gone through a lot. No, we're not going to take our shirt off. No, we keep our shirts on. But he's gone through a lot. And he's our little miracle, and he's our fighter. And so, thank you. Lawson, also, we want to show how tiny you were when you were born. Look at that diaper. Would that diaper fit you now? No. So this is actually one of the diapers that Lawson wore when he was born, which shows you just how tiny he was. And this actually was really, really big on him. Another thing that I think is cool. Where are you going? Are you leaving?
No.
All right.
No.
Are you going to get something? Okay, so another cool thing about him is that when he was born, this was actually the hat that they put on him. And the crazy thing is this is what they put over his little head, and it literally swallowed his whole head whole. So you couldn't even see his head because this was completely covering him. So that shows you just how tiny he was. So Lawson was what we call a micro-preemie. He was born at 23 weeks gestation, and typically babies are born at 40 weeks. So he was very early, and so we are very fortunate that Lawson is here with us today. As you can see, he's gotten to be a very big boy. He is now in 4K at our school at Palmetto Elementary, and he's about to be 5 years old, and here he comes. Oh, he wanted to show you one more thing. So yeah, you're right. This is something else that you had on you. And so they actually would put what's called kind of like a something that's on his foot. He was looking at that in the picture, where they could hold over like a pulse ox or something that would be able to test his oxygen levels, which helped us to also see how he was breathing, but also what his heart rate was. And so he had a lot of different things that helped him. And so we were very fortunate that March of Dimes was able to provide not only through the research and through a lot of different family support opportunities, the things that he needed to be able to thrive in the NICU so that we one day could bring him home. However, we know that not all babies are as fortunate as Lawson to be able to leave the NICU. Even though he had some setbacks and he's had a lot of obstacles, we know we are very fortunate to have this boy with us home today. And so we love to share his story. We love to see just how smart and how healthy he is today. And we want to make sure that we're able to share that with other families to give them hope. But not only that, we want to bring awareness to March of Dimes, where we are able to not only raise awareness and help other moms and families that are also dealing with the same circumstances like we were, but also to ensure healthy pregnancies, to help learn more about miscarriage, infertility, and different things that lots of moms are going through, and to be able to ensure that all babies like Lawson do have a fighting chance, and so that we can see that number continue to rise. So we ask that you support March of Dimes, that you are able to not only give back if you have the means, but help us bring awareness so that we can share not only Lawson's stories, but other stories to give others hope, just like we are able to do with our little Lawson. So Lawson, can you tell everybody what you are? Are you a miracle? Are you a miracle? Can you say, I'm a miracle? Can you look in the camera and say, I'm a miracle? Look, you gotta look in the camera and say, I am a miracle.
I am a miracle.
That's right. So thank you guys for helping us to bring awareness. Thank you for allowing us to be able to share Lawson's story, and we hope that by hearing his story that it might give you guys a little bit of hope as well as an understanding of why March of Dimes is so important to us and why we not only want to bring awareness to the cause, but also be able to give back so that we can help ensure all babies and moms have healthy lives and are able to continue doing the right thing with the support of March of Dimes. Thank you guys.